Yo, what's good everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be looking at these new Sennet cards. I made a video yesterday like going over these, and apparently the day after, which is today, they revealed the cards. So I'm going to be taking a look at them. I have not read these cards, and I'm actually very excited about these cards. They're out of like these three. This is the one I'm most excited about, the new Sennet cards, and then this one. So yeah, let's see. I have high hopes for this, but I'm obviously gonna get let down by Konami again. So let's see. Konami has unveiled 10 new cards for the new Sennet Archetype Sennet, set to launch in, yeah, okay, 10 cards, huh? Nice. So this is, okay, she actually looks ancient Egyptian. Okay, so I was right on this. It is ancient Egyptian, you know, themed. Sennet Prophet, Nefertari. Sennet Prophet, Nefertari. What does this mean? Actually, I think this has a meaning, right? Oh yeah, it's the Queen, Nefertari. Okay. Yeah, alright, dang, nice. Level 4 Light Zombie. Okay, because they're like mummies. Alright, Light Zombie. Light Zombie. I guess you can like go Reproducus, make it Light Fiend, and then go Fiendsmith combo, and he has 0 attack, 1000 defense. You can only use the first and second effects once per turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can send it to the graveyard. Show up to 2 normal monster cards from hand, deck, face-up field, and/or grave, then set the same number of sand spells from deck. Wow, okay, this is interesting. So, hold on. If this card is almost special summoned, so this is what, okay, so this is cost. It sends itself to the grave for cost, which means under Fisher, you cannot activate this. Under Darklow, you cannot activate this. But also this dodges Imperm and Veiler. And plays around Joel. Wow. It's actually a very good card, depending on obviously what these do, but if you're setting 2 spells and it's a new archetype, there's no way they're gonna make 2 spells very bad. So we're gonna see what they do. And you also have to show 2 normal monsters, up to 2 normal monster cards from hand, deck, or face-up field. So this is awesome because unless they're all banished, like your monsters, normal monsters, you can always activate this, right? And you can also show it from the graveyard as well, and deck. But it does require you most likely to play 2 normal monster cards instead of 1. It's gonna depend like what the spells do, but I would think you probably just play 2. But this is a solid effect. I really like this. Okay. Second effect, during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you could quick effect in the grave, or oh, it is in the grave actually. You can banish this card from your grave, equip 1 normal monster from your grave to a ritual monster you control. Equipping to a ritual monster? Wow. So I'm guessing like they gain effects by getting equipped with stuff. Interesting. And this is a quick effect to equip. Alright. Okay. I really like this design. This design looks really cool. And also I like the art. The art is also very nice. I like the outfit here. Like ancient Egyptian kind of style. Sennet Prophet Amenhotep. Okay, this is also like one of the pharaohs or something like that. You see he has the cobra up here. Nice. Let me actually zoom in. Yeah, see the cobra up there? Yep. And then, yeah, cool outfits. Nice. He is also level 4 light zombie. Okay, I guess this is the theme. They're all level 4 light zombies. 0 attack, 1500 defense. If this card is normal or special summon, you can send it to the grave. This is gonna be a consistent theme. That's insane. I thought it was only gonna be like this card. Apparently, this is a consistent theme. This is very good. So you basically do the same effect. Reveal up to 2 normal monsters from anywhere except banish, then set the same number of Sennet traps this time. So this is setting spells and this is setting traps. Okay, so I guess we have more than 1 trap in this deck here. You can bash this card from grave, then target up to 3 normal monsters in your grave, shuffle them into the deck. Okay, so this is basically gonna recycle. What? Wait, what? Why in the grave? Why not banishment? Isn't the whole point that like you can reveal from anywhere? So the only way you stop this is like by banishing them. So why don't they like just say like grave or banish, right? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of weird. I'm not sure why they did this, but maybe there's a reason for this. Okay, I'm not sure how good this is until we actually read the other cards, but this right here is gonna depend on how good the traps are. And that's gonna determine whether this is a 3-of or a 1-of. So, yeah, okay. Oh, there is the new card, the one we saw yesterday, so it's actually a level 12, guys. Level 12 ritual. Sennethnakht Sphinx. Dark zombie as well. Okay, they're all zombies, I guess. Ritual effect monster. He is a dark. Okay. 5,000. Wait. These are lights. So you can't play impulse. You can maybe play spark if there's no other different attributes. Aside from light and dark, but this is, yeah, you can definitely play spark in this if there isn't. But no impulse. Okay, 5,000 attack is insane. This is mad. That is a mad thing. You can ritual summon this card with any Sennet card. Really? But like these can't ritual summon, right? But aside from this, like any Sennet card can ritual summon this. Okay, we're gonna have to see what they do. So you can only use the first and third effect once per turn each. Discard this card, add one Sennet card. Oh my god, this is a Habakiri effect. Habakiri is back, guys. Are you ready for this? I mean, we're gonna have to see how good this is, like the whole archetype, before, you know, because the archetype could suck, and this is just useless. But a ritual monster that has a search effect like this is usually just gonna be broken here. You'd think they learned their lesson from Habakiri. So basically discard this, and this is very important that says discard and not send to the grave, like these, because these cannot play under shifter. This can, right? So you add one send card from deck to your hand, except itself. Second effect, this card equipped with an equipped card is unaffected by opponent's activated. Ooh, it's unaffected tower, 5,000 attack? That's crazy, guys. That is crazy. So we basically just have they're just printing unaffected monsters now. They just don't know how to fix the game. Just like, you know, slap every archetype with unaffected monsters, I guess. That's the only solution. This is, okay, I would have said this is insane, but because with Beyond the Brave, we actually did get like a new kaiju with the Gallant Thief. I think it's very good, but I don't think it's insane. Not yet, at least. This effect right here, I mean. And it also does need an equip card, so you can get rid of the equipped card, and then you can make it affected and get rid of it, basically. It's like Swordman, except weaker, because Swordman has a card in Grave. Not every deck has a way to remove, you know, the spell from Grave rather than monsters, because you kind of like cold by a ritual spell, right? So this is definitely weaker, because you can go full on the virtual pop this equip card, and then you can make this affected and do something to it. Third, quick effect, you can send one face-up normal monster card you control to the grave. This is for cost. You're going to send to the grave. So again, under Fisher, you cannot activate this. Change as many monsters your opponent controls as possible to face-down defense, and then you can special summon one normal monster from grave. Okay, so it's a Book of Eclipse that cannot get ashed, but it can get belled. Why? Why make it so it can get belt here? I don't know. But like the effect itself is decent, I would say. Yeah, but again, with like a new meta where like everything's unaffected, I don't think this is gonna be that impactful unless you're playing against like a Link deck, in which case like it would destroy them. For example, Cool Tune would be affected by this. But Cool Tune plays a lot of tuners, and they definitely play Bell. So, okay. I like the fact that actually they put this in, I'm not gonna lie. Even though, like, it can get belled, which sucks as you, the player, playing this deck. But it also makes the game more fair, because you don't want like a tower that cannot be outed by anything. You want a way to actually stop it, so you have more interactions within the game, right? So they have a way to stop this by playing correctly and saving their bell, right? So, honestly, this card is good. This card looks very good. We're gonna have to see like how he's being ritual summoned, how consistently we can put this up, and so on. But for now, with these, I think it looks very good. Until now, I like the archetype. Tausennet Ajat. This is, what is that? It's like a guy with lots of snakes, I guess. Like Medusa kind of thing, I guess, I don't know. So level 8 Dark Zombie Ritual. Okay, level 8 Dark. Attack 32. This is just Habakiri. I mean, not Habakiri, Murakumo. Alright. Level 8 Dark, 3200 attack. You can ritual summon this card also with any Sennet card. Wait, I'm just realizing. This is also a ritual monster. Wait, I thought there was only one ritual. Okay, there's multiple rituals in this deck. Interesting. So you can only use the first and third. You can discard this card. These also have this effect. Wow, okay. So you discard the send one Sennet card from deck to the grave to play on draw, I guess. We're gonna have to see what these do, but... Okay, interesting. I like when they give rituals these effects to make them usable. This card, equipped with an equipped card, cannot be destroyed by card effects. So this guy becomes unaffected. This guy cannot be destroyed by card effects. And then third effect, quick effect, you can send up to 3 face-up normal monster cards you control to the grave, then target the same number of cards your opponent controls, return them to the hand or extra deck. Then you can special summon. Okay, they can all get Veld apparently. Okay. But this effect is actually very good. So if you don't understand how this works, because it says normal monster card, it doesn't require the normal monster to be on the monster zone, right? As long as it's on the field, so you can have it in the back row as well, it's still a monster card, even though it's not a monster. Does that make sense? Because the card type itself is a monster. So you can send them from the back row. So these are all equipping, as you can see. Where is it? They get effects by getting equipped with something, so I'm sure there's something that's going to equip them. And then once they're equipped, you can send these equipped cards to the grave to activate these, right? So this looks very interesting. Then you revive like a normal monster. Yeah, return to the hand, extra deck. Pretty good. You know why they put this in, by the way? Because if they put only hand, if you spin back a extra deck monster, you cannot resolve this effect. So if you look at Mystic Box, for example, Mystic Box states, it's a very long effect, so I'm just gonna abbreviate it, but it basically says, you destroy one card, right? And then you can special summon one ritual monster. Sorry, it's this one. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets another card you control, return one of those targeted cards to the hand if face down, and if you do, destroy one card on the field. So this says to the hand, it does not say to the extra deck. So if you return an extra deck monster to the extra deck, you will not resolve this effect. So that's the big difference. So that's exactly why they put extra deck. It's like the Dracotail Flame, because Flame has the same wording. Where it says you shuffle it back and that says, look at this. Place one Dracotail card from your grave or banishment on the bottom of the deck, accepts itself, then draw one card. So it says grave or banishment. Actually, wait, this is different. There was a different card I was thinking of, not Flame. It's Horn. I'm an idiot. Yes, it's Horn. Horn has the same wording here. It says return it to the hand or extra deck, then you can place one Dracotail. So you will still be able to return to the extra deck and trigger that effect, right? So yeah, I mean, this is good. I wish they put this on Mystic Box. It would have made it so much better, guys. But yeah, very good card. I also like this one. Another ritual monster. Alright, so we have a level 12, a level 8, and a level 6. Okay, so this is guy's like a bird wing kind of guy. Oh, he also looks like Crystal. He's like a Ben 10's son, right? The Crystal alien monster, this one's son, probably. Sennetmes Nekhbet, level 6. These have names, like, I don't know what they mean. I'm not gonna search every single one, but level 6 Dark Zombie Ritual. Level 6. Okay, this is fine because you can't make Caesar with this unless you make this a Fiend, which there's no way you're making that a Fiend. You guys would have to make the sloppiest combo of all time. 28 attack and then 15 defense. These have very big attacks. Yeah. This is a level 6 with 2800. You can also summon this with any Sennet card, and then you can discard this card, add one Sennet card from grave to... Ooh, okay, another way to play on draw. Nice. And also, like, it's gonna recycle your stuff. This card, equipped with an equipped monster, cannot be destroyed by bat. Okay. Quick back, you can special summon one face-up normal monster card from your spell and trap zone. And if you do equip this card you control to it as an equipped spell, that gives it... Wow, okay. So, what do you want to do with this? I can see a crazy use for this. And you guys are gonna hate me for this, but you get Dark Magician with Curtain into the back row. And then you summon the Dark Magician, giving yourself a level 7 for Mind Shop. What do you guys think? You know, this archetype actually looks maybe quite decent with Chaos. Yeah, we're gonna have to read all the cards first. But this is interesting. Give it 2500. Yeah, wow. But again, it's a normal monster, so it doesn't really matter. Interesting card. Again, also a zombie. So now we have spells. So this is the end of the monsters. We have 3 ritual monsters and 2 main deck effect monsters. No normal monsters. Okay. Bersenet Imhil. What does that mean? Field spell card. You can only use the second effect once per turn. Okay, so this is a soft once per turn, I guess. You can ritual summon one Sennet ritual monster from your hand or grave by sending normal monsters with different names. Okay, different names. From each other, from your hand, deck, and or face-up field to the grave, whose total levels equal or exceed 7, then you can... Guys, did I not say in the previous video, I think the way they will use these is make it so that you ritual from deck, as in like you send the materials from the deck. I literally said, you guys can go back to my previous video and see that. I said this exact thing. And I said it would have to be like exceeding the level, right? So yeah, I mean, I called that shit. This is very good. This is the only way you can convince me to play like normal monsters in this deck, right? Otherwise, like, they would suck. So I definitely saw that coming. And this is soft once per turn, so like you can activate multiple copies. You know what that means? If you play this with Chaos, again, I'm gonna keep mentioning Chaos because I feel like there's synergy with Chaos here. I'm gonna talk about after. You get this engrave, you can pop it with like whatever, 3 of Sword Souls, Fallen the Virtuous, whatever, and then you add it back with the Black Chaos and activate it again. What do you guys think? And then because you use these, they're all in the grave because you discarded 3 with their first effect. You ritual summon them from the grave by sending even more like normal monsters, and it can be from anywhere. Look at that: hand, deck, face-up, field, or grave. So the only thing is banishment that's missing here. And then the Archfiend would shuffle back the banished ones, right? And then you basically get to equip one normal monster from grave to it. Wow, okay, so it's immediately gonna have this effect. And they can't stop the equip because they would have to stop this effect because they're doing, this is all one effect. So as soon as you summon these, they will have their quick effects live. Wow, okay. I actually like this a lot. Now, because this is a level 6, guys, you can actually play a level 6 normal monster, and then you can summon, use this effect to summon the level 6 from the back row. And then you can make a Xyz 6, and there's new Xyz 6 zombies, I'll talk about them after. I can see a lot of ways to play this deck. I actually really like this. And then if you special summon a non-token normal monster, you get to draw 1 card for free. Okay, nice. This card is very good. Sennet Bel Ark, yep, always you need like a consistency card. Probably going to be searching here. You can only use first and second once per turn. Yep, add 1 Sennet monster from deck to hand. So this is, I guess, going to be the starter because it adds this. Solid. If you discard a Sennet ritual monster while this card is in grave, you can banish this card. Special summon 1 non-effect fusion monster from your extra deck. What? Non-effect fusion monster from your extra deck. With attack less than or equal to any of the discarded monsters as a normal. This right here does not specify how you discard it. This does not say you have to use this to discard it, right? You don't have to use these first effects. You can discard it with anything. I can go Mind Shuffle, discard one of these ritual monsters, and then it would trigger in the grave, and you get to special summon non-effect fusion monster from your extra deck with attack less than or equal to any of the discarded monsters as normal as a normal monster card. Oh, I get it. Guys. So what you're doing here is like non-effect fusion. Okay, so let's look at non-effect fusion. So you can summon this if you play this. So you can play this because it's what do you call it? This is a non-effect fusion monster, right? Once you summon this, it actually becomes a normal monster card. So you can use it for these effects. But guess what? This is already being most likely going to be played because it's a super poly target for Cool Toon. So you get to summon this for free, and it's also a tuner. So you can use this level 5 plus I don't know, like anything else here. Maybe this going to a level 11 synchro, or with these going to a level 9 synchro or something. Like you can definitely do some stuff with that. That's very cool. Okay, but for the rest of the turn, that also you cannot activate. Oh, never mind. Okay, they actually balance the cards. Alright, we do need to see more of this. Like, this is... I accept this. This should be on almost every card. Because this is blocking you into zombies now. Well, effects. You can still summon them, but, like, they're turned off, right? And I really like this. Also, okay, there's a typo here, but it says it should be also you cannot activate, probably, I think. What that means is you even can't activate hand traps anymore. So you can't like Ash Blossom, you can't Durifo after that. All of these are dead. And it's all, but it's for the rest of the turn, so you can do this last. Yeah. Okay, that is pretty interesting. I really want to try this archetype out. Tausennet, normal trap. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. Ritual summon one Sennet ritual monster from hand or grave by sending normal monster cards from different names from hand, deck, and or face-up field to the grave, whose total levels equal or exceed this level. Then you can equip. So this is doing the field spells effect, but as a trap card. So if you get stopped and you can't ritual, you just go for the trap and you make that play, right? That is very interesting. You can copy with this with rollback because it's a normal trap as well. If a normal monster card you control be destroyed by a battle or card effect, you can banish this card from grave. Okay, it just has this like additional effect as well. Sennet's Cataracts. Normal. This art is super. Who is this? Moses? He's like splitting the sea. Alright. Normal trap card. Choose opponent's main monster zones equal to the number of normal monsters and Sennet's ritual monsters you control. Negate the first monster effect activated in each of. What? Have we ever seen this before? Hold on. So you're basically choosing their main monster zone. So you can't choose the extra monster zone, which makes a huge difference here. Because you can't negate links with this. Only main monster zones equal to the number of normal monsters and Sennet. So you can have up to like 3 or 4, right? And then negate the first monster effect activated in each of these. Wow, there's a lingering effect. So once this resolves, no matter what, if they summon in a certain monster zone that you declared, they're gonna get negated. It's only the first monster effect activated in each of the zones, right? So once they... Oh my god, that actually is insane. Because you can wait until they maybe clog up their zones or something, and then you activate this. Guys, what if you play this with Kashpira and you start locking their zones, and the zones that are left, you activate this and declare these zones? What do you guys think about that? Or you play like the spell that like locks zones. So they have to play into like 3 zones and you have 3 monsters. Then you activate this. That's insane. I've never seen like a effect like this before. Yeah, damn. The fact it's a normal trap. The fact you can go transaction rollback, copy this, and then you just activate it again, and you declare, 3 more zones. What in the world? Okay, that is very interesting. If the total attack of all normal monsters you control is 3,000, oh, more than 3,000 actually, you can banish this card from grave, then target one monster your opponent controls, and send to the grave. That is good. It doesn't pop, it doesn't banish, it sends to the grave. Very good. You can banish this card from grave, and then targets. So this is a quick effect. As long as you have this, right? You can use it whenever. It doesn't have to trigger on summon. Wow. Interesting. They're actually making normal monsters usable, I'm not gonna lie. Sennet Thunderfall, counter. Oh, you guys know. When it's a counter trap, it's an Omni negates. When your opponent activates a spell or trap card while you control a normal monster or Sennet ritual monster, negate the activation, and if you do destroy. Yeah, it's always a negate. But this is not an Omni actually. This is only spells and traps. They have this specifically for monsters. Just to make it, make the game at least playable, because if you just like negate everything, like it's just not really a real deal, right? And this is the final card. If the wait, when your opponent activates a spell or trap while you control a normal monster, you cannot control a Sennet. You can control a normal monster and still activate this. That's insane, guys. What the fuck? What if I just go curtain? I go curtain, I set Thunderfall, and pass. That's ridiculous. Wow. Okay, that is a very scary card. I'm not gonna lie. If the total attack of all normal monster cards you control is more than... Okay, so this is the same effect as this. You can banish this card from your grave, set one Sennet spell or trap from deck or grave, except Sennet's Thunderfall. Oh, this card's insane. That card is ridiculous. I like this card a lot. I'm not reading all that, but this is, wow. This archetype is very interesting and very good as well, or at least on paper. It looks very good. So there's actually, I think, multiple... First of all, there's multiple ways we can play this deck, but the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that we actually recently got new support for normal cards and zombies. So if we go not release and we go spells, there's this new, what some would call a broken spell card, Ancient Secrets. This I felt like sucked, regardless of what anyone said, but now it actually is insanely good, right? Because you will definitely play this in this deck. Special summon one normal monster from your hand, deck, or grave in defense, and if you special summon from the deck, it must be a level 4 or lower. Or if you control a normal monster, you can apply one of these effects. So let's actually read what it's doing. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls. Draw 2 cards. Special summon one monster from either grave to your field. That's a very powerful effect. Yeah, this is like Pot of Greed, Monster Reborn, Arceus Feather Duster, and Raigeki. If you control a normal monster, and this is normal monster card. You guys know what that means, right? Because this was probably specifically made for this archetype. Because these all say normal monster cards, right? Normal monster cards. And because you're equipping them every time you ritual with like the field spell or the trap, you're equipping here. That's gonna make the Ancient Secrets live. Wow, you don't even need to control it as a, monster. Just monster card on your field. Wow, that's really good. That's really good. Okay, we just have like a insane board breaker in this deck, which can be searched off of Rust as well. And then the other thing is there's actually multiple different links as well we can play. So if we go link here, and then we go like ritual. So the ones I showed yesterday, so Ashlan is a possibility. You can reveal one ritual monster in your hand and then add one ritual monster with a different type and attribute. So you can't, I think, play Habakiri because these are all dark. So thank God for that. Well, no, you can play Habakiri, but like, I mean, this can't search Habakiri. But there's probably like way different ways to like search Habakiri anyway, so it doesn't matter. But you can use, whereas this one can search Habakiri. So this says if this card is link summoned, it's just 2 monsters of same type. Guess whose has same type, guys? These all are same type. You can play like a normal monster zombie, and you can summon it off of this. And then this is a zombie, and the one you summon will be a zombie, and then you can make this, and then you can search a Habakiri. Set one ritual spell, one spell from your hand or face up field to the grave, and then add one ritual monster from deck to your hand. So you send the field spell to the grave, and then you get to add Habakiri. Yeah, wow. there's a lot of cool cards, and you can play this with Fiendsmith, right? So why can you play this with Fiendsmith? Because again, normal monsters, guys. There's what's it called? Deputy, I think. If we actually go light, because I'm not sure if there's any others. I think there's 2 cards, if I'm not mistaken. Light Fiend, normal. So there's one called Deputy, and then there's a level 1 called like what's it called? White Dustin. Yeah, White Dustin is a normal monster, level 1 Light Fiend, and then this is also level 4 Light Fiend. Very interesting. And then the other thing is Curtain, right? Curtain's gonna summon OG Dark Magician. So if you look at Curtain here, and Curtain's insane. You guys know how broken this card is, because it actually also turns your OG Dark Magician into like a full Dark Magician line. So you have mega plays off this. And this deck, by the way, where is it? This deck does not lock you into anything. This effect, I would argue you don't even need to use this, right? This is optional. Super optional even. Yeah, you just don't need this at all. And then there's no other locks, and these are super consistent. They're all searching, especially this one. Maybe these are like, depends. Maybe I'll play one of them actually, because I don't think anything has any good effect in the grave. Yeah, these are just like super mid here, with grave effect. And then this is adding from the grave. So if you hard open this, it's whatever. Like, you need this like later on during the combo, but not something you open, right? So this is probably a 1-off. This is a 1-off. This is 100% like a 3-off. So Curtain makes this deck just insane as well. You get to play D-Mod, you go Link climbing like crazy with this deck. And then like Dragoon, and then you have like your Omnis with this. And keep in mind, you can set 2 traps, right? Because this card sets up to 2 traps. Because reveal up to 2, right? And then this also is setting up to 2 spells. So you can get both of your spells, which I think there were 2 spells. So this one and this one. Wow, this deck is actually looking nasty. I'm gonna have to test it, but on theory, it looks really nasty. Curtain, and then obviously Harakiri is gonna be insane. There is something else as well that I wanted to mention. So Chaos, yes, Chaos. So this deck actually doesn't have a ritual spell. So that means Skull Archery. This is one of the things I mentioned in my previous video, that Skull Archery could possibly search it because it's a ritual deck, but they made sure you can't, because they didn't print a ritual spell, for now at least. So this secondary effect cannot search your ritual monster. Your goal is actually to get to this. Once you get to this, you're good. Like, you can do lots of cool stuff, because this is a starter on its own. It's adding any Sennet card. And then the other thing is the fact that Black Chaos works really well with this deck. You can also play like tuner normal monsters. You can play you know, Primites. I'm not sure if you want to play Primites, because it doesn't like combo with your deck really. It's just like extra stuff. But this is gonna give you like a Primite card, so you get to like access this. You can also play like Roar, which is gonna summon a normal monster from deck. I guess you can play this with Curtain. What do you guys think? Not Curtain. Well, yeah, you're gonna play Curtain, but like with Dark Magician. And then this is you activating a spell, so you can immediately go into D-Mod after. I'm pretty sure there's a way to, you know, search this with like the D-Mod line. I mean, I know the line, but I'm not sure if there's a different line that you can use now to get to this. Otherwise, you just go Firewall, spin this back to hand, right? You mill it, add it back to hand. But it's a long combo. I really don't like Link climbing too much, but I know how powerful it is. And then you have the additional Drill Beam on top of this. Yeah, I mean, the deck looks really good. This deck can play Spark, keep in mind. And then guess who can play Spark as well? Chaos. Chaos doesn't really care. It can also play Impulse, but this deck can't play Impulse, obviously. So you can still play Spark in this deck with Chaos. It will turn off Fluster Soldier, but you have a huge effect mod, like a huge unaffected tower. So does Luster even matter at this point? You also have a card protecting you from back, you know, destruction here. This archetype is nasty. And I'm sure there's other cards. I would think also Pre-Prep is not usable because there's no ritual spell. So this is not a card you would play, unless you want to play Harakiri in the deck. Yeah. Wow. Also, there's a Zombie Necromancer or something. I think it's called Zombie Necromancer or something. No, he's not called Zombie Necromancer. It's Necro something. Let's go with Zombie. I think it banishes or does something. Well, they all banish. Where is it? I'm sure I'll find it. It's an effect monster. Main deck. Where is it? It is. It definitely should be up here. Yep, there we go. It is Necromancer. What the hell? Oh, but it's called Dark Necromancer. Okay. So if this card is normal or special summon, you can send one Fiend. Oh, but this adds a ritual spell. Yeah, you send a Fiend or Zombie ritual monster to the grave. And then you add a ritual spell. So you can add like the Chaos ritual spell, but it doesn't do anything on its own. And this mill could actually probably do something for you, right? No, it can't. Never mind. It's only milling the rituals. Okay, unfortunately, this card doesn't work. But there's the new ritual supports. There's another one. This one we just got. I think it's even unreleased. Not released. This one. Yep. This one is very good, actually. So you can normal summon this card without tributing. It's also a level 6 zombie, so you can use it with the... This is definitely support for this deck, by the way. You can use it with the Ritual level 6. You can only use each of the following once per turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, which you can normal summon without tributing, so it's basically a level 1 to 4, you can send one level 6 or higher zombie from deck to grave. Then you can add one level 6 or higher zombie monster from your deck to your hand. You guys know how broken this is? Because this is actually going to send a level 6 or higher zombie. And guess who's a level 6 or higher? Zombie. Yep. And then you add it back to your hand. And then this is a full starter for your deck, while also establishing a level 6 zombie on your field. And you can like exceed as well. Like, again, you don't have any locks here. Yeah, I definitely will be trying this deck out. I think this deck is quite insane on paper. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. As soon as like these drop in Edo Pro, should be like in a couple days, I think. I will be playing these. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.